Oh god. Sore throat. God damn it. What the hell? So, I'm taking the weird mask I found there home. But when I was watching the footage, it's gonna sound really cringy and fucking corny, but there was footage of someone, not me, but someone wearing that fucking mask. What the fuck is this? Fucking Marble Hornets? Shit.
1. And in the days of broken tongues, the faithful gathered to a God that did not answer. They brought incense, and song, and fire, but their offerings returned to them twisted. 2. For the watcher had begun to speak through silence. Not with words, but through absence. Not with voice, but with void. 3. The children of the first village painted him on the walls. Not in ink, but in the soot from the chimneys and the blood of nosebleeds. 4. Their hands trembled not with fear, but with worship. For they saw him in dreams. And dreams bled into waking. 5. And the priests asked, Who is he, that he walks with no sound and yet all who see him fall silent? 6. And an elder replied, He is the angel of those forgotten. The shepherd of those who walk backward. 7. On the seventh day, the bells did not ring. On the eighth, the sky grew white and did not dim. On the ninth, the woods sang with no mouths. 8. And the sermons changed. The holy men began to preach not with hope, but with warnings. The Gospels turned gray. The Psalms lost their melodies. The stained glass cracked with silhouettes too tall to match the windows. 9. One by one, the apostles vanished, not in rapture, but in removal. 10. And in their absence, came letters, unsigned. He walked past the pulpit. I could not move. He stood behind me for 6 days. I prayed. He listened. I wished I hadn't. 11. A child was born with no eyes, and still she saw him. She pointed to the woods and said, That tree is lying. 12. And a mother wept until she was dry, and said her son had been rewritten. His face smiled wrong. His voice stuttered backward. 13. And lo, across the lands, the sacred began to burn. The crosses bent inward. The icons wept ink. The churches emptied themselves. 14. The people prayed still, but not to him. They prayed to the one behind him. The one who did not come, but who always waited. 15. A new scripture emerged, written in fever dreams and forest mud. In the stillness, he listens. In the silence, he grows. 16. The book of days turned to static. The prophets went mad. One tore off his ears and smiled. He is coming, he said, and he will not knock. He has always been inside. 17. And the watchers wept, for one of their own had become more than angel. He had become echo. He had become law. 18. And his law was this. Do not look directly. Do not call his name. Do not speak of the trees at night. Do not draw the circle. Do not listen to the silence too long. And above all, do not remember. 19. For memory is the gate. And gates, once opened, invite. 20. And so the watchers turned away. But their shadows did not follow. You're still watching. That means it's too late. You think this is about him. It's not. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't even know what you are. He only knows that you look. That you remember. That you ask questions. I used to ask questions too. I used to think there was a way out. That if I followed the right trail, found the right footage, cracked the right code, I could win. I could survive. There is no winning. There is only continuing. There is only obeying. You think I wear the mask to hide? No. I wear it because I look too long. Now it's the only thing keeping my face together. You want to know what he is? He's hunger that learned to walk. He's silence that learned to stare back. He doesn't chase. You just slow down. You came here looking for meaning. For story. For some grand message. Fine. Here's the message. You were safer when you didn't know. You were safer when the tape was blank. You were safer before you pressed play. But you did. And now you can't stop. So keep watching. Keep pretending it's just a video. Just a character. Just a mask. And when the static starts crawling across your bedroom wall, don't blink. That's the last thing I remember before I became this.